What makes up a healthcare team? There's the people who sit behind the desk and do all the paperwork. And then, of course, there's the doctors and the nurses. But a lot of people tend to overlook part of this team, the CNAs. So what is a CNA and why are they so important? While the doctors and nurses take care of the diagnosed issue, CNAs take care of the everyday needs, such as dressing, feeding, transferring, oral care, and also things like bathing, toileting. They make a cajillion beds a day, answer several call lights. They take vital signs. They take measurements and just whatever the nurse in charge needs them to do. They aid in dressings and catheters and just whatever needs to be done. So why be a CNA? If you were to ask a CNA why they do what they do, their answer probably wouldn't be because it pays good. Their answer would most likely have to do with the relationships that are formed. Being a CNA, you are with the patients constantly. You form really strong relationships with them. Being a CNA myself, I understand this. I worked in a nursing home all last year, and the relationships I made with the residents and the staff made me love my job so much. Being a CNA can be very hard at times emotionally. Sometimes a resident or a patient may leave or pass away. Being a CNA, you are also sometimes abused by the residents or patients. You can sometimes be cussed at and even hit, but you can't take it to heart because they don't mean it personally. I'd be frustrated too. But sometimes there are days when one of your residents may say thank you, and those 2 words make the job so rewarding. It's good to feel appreciated, and you truly are as a CNA. Another good reason to be a CNA is you'll never have trouble finding work. What I found from nursing-assistant-guides.com is that because so many nurses' aides want to move up into more involved medical careers, there is a high rate of turnover for CNA positions. CNAs are always needed, and most of the time, employers will be flexible with your schedule. How do you become a CNA? To become a CNA, you have to take a class that takes about 6 to 8 weeks in Texas. CNAlicense.org says, within this period of time, trainees should acquire 99 hours of CNA coursework and approximately 100 hours of clinical rotation. This book will become your best friend during CNA testing. It lists all the skills you need to learn to become a CNA. After you have taken the class, you must take a written exam from the state as well as a skills exam where you must demonstrate the skills you have learned. There are many CNA classes offered all over Texas. The class that I took, my high school actually provided. Working as a certified nurse assistant is a wonderful job. You now know what a CNA is, why it is such a wonderful job, and how to become one. Being a CNA, you get to be a medical professional, a friend, a hairstylist, and even a waitress, and many other things. It's truly a rewarding career, and it is the career for me for the time being. They may forget your name, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Those words from Maya Angelou, speak for the work of a CNA. Our names are forgotten, but what we do is remembered. So, why be a CNA? If you were to ask a CNA why they do what they do, their answer would probably not be because it pays good. Most CNAs do what they do because of the relationship. Why be a CNA? If you were to ask a CNA why they do what they do, their answer would not be because it pays good. Their answer would probably have to do with the relationships that are made with the residents, the staff, and the patients. Being a CNA.